We've had such a good Sunday. I got up this morning after my coffee and put on some lima beans. I call them butter beans. I put a ham bone in there and a box of chicken broth, a little spoon of bacon grease, and some salt and pepper. Whenever I cook beans with a ham bone, I like it to be able to cook all day. So I did that first thing, and then me and Caden stayed home to do church today. We was in a vehicle all day yesterday, so we just wanted to stay in. His ankle's feeling a little better, though. It still hurts. And y'all, look at this.
Mom beat you.
Left him in the dust.
She beat you again.
Why are you so fast?
Well, in his defense, I don't have a hurt ankle. But then I went out there and looked at the progress on my muscadines and my blackberries. I was able to get enough blackberries to make like a little mini cobbler. I'll do that tomorrow. Then around 5, I went ahead and started the rest of supper. I went ahead and cut up a couple of potatoes. I did 3 and made some mashed potatoes with them. So I just got them peeled and I'm cutting them up, and then I'm going to put them over into a pot and take them to the sink and get them cleaned off and rinsed off really good. Then I'm going to put those on high. The potatoes was going to take longer than the chicken, so I took a break and cleaned off those blackberries. And I'm going to just lay them out to dry before I put them in the refrigerator. Now I'm ready to do my chicken. I'm going to do it in the Tefal sink oven. I just put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then I'm going to put that Cavender's Greek seasoning and some paprika. And then I'm just going to do just a little dash of soy sauce to give it a little bit of a salty flavor. And I like to go in with my hands in this part and make sure that seasoning gets all over every inch of that chicken. And I use this kind of like a toaster oven, but it also serves as just a little mini oven in the summertime when you don't want to heat up your house, because it has a bake feature, an air fry feature, and so much more, but it also has this built-in thermometer. So what I did is put it in the biggest, thickest piece of chicken, and then I set it for chicken, which is 165. And as you see, it's only 41 degrees right now, so it'll turn itself off when it gets to 165, and you'll have the perfectly cooked piece of chicken. And I'm going to slow it down right here and show y'all how easy this egg peels. Everybody always asks me, how do I peel them so pretty? And you just peel them under a little stream of cold water. The shell falls right off. I put me some of those boiled eggs up for work, but I'm going to do 4 of them and make some deviled eggs to go with supper. I just slice them down the middle and get the yolks out. Once I've got all the yolks out, I'm just going to mash them up with a fork first. If you'll mash your yolks up with a fork before you start adding stuff, it's going to stir up so much better and won't be so clumpy. I also like to put just a little dash of salt and pepper on my yolks before I mash them. So I'm just getting them all mashed up right here, and then I'm going to start with some relish. Now, I didn't have any dill relish. All I had was sweet. My family likes dill relish so much better than sweet relish. And I put a little mayo and just a tiny bit of mustard, stirring it up really good. And then I would normally use a little Ziploc bag, but I was out, so I'm having to improvise. I cut the corner off of a oven roasting sack. But you can use a piping bag or whatever and just pipe that filling right back into those eggs. And I'm going to dust mine with Hal's Cajun Waltz instead of paprika, but you can do either. When the chicken was almost done, you'll see it's at 148 degrees right here. I went and just turned them over because I just feel like it cooks it a little bit more evenly that way. And since that chicken's almost done, I'm going to go ahead and whip up these taters real quick. I just drained them and put a half a stick of butter since I only used 3 potatoes. And I'm going to put a good bit of mayo and, of course, some salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to mash them and stir it around and mash them some more. Sometimes my potatoes are lumpy when I use this handheld thing, which we like it like that. But if you don't want them lumpy at all, you can use a hand mixer. But whenever you're done mixing them, take a regular spoon and stir it and see how creamy it is. Because if it's not creamy enough, it needs more mayo. And now I'm just letting the meat fall off that bone, and I'm taking the bone and the real fatty pieces out. So it's just ham and beans in the pot. And then we was ready to eat, y'all. This was so good. Caden was so excited when I brought his plate to him. He said it's been so long since I had a home-cooked meal. He was excited about it. I was going to show you all the way the chicken turned out. See how it's moist and it's not too dry at all? It was so good and the texture was awesome. Potatoes are creamy and delicious. I hope y'all had a great Sunday. I love you. Stay classy.